Today we are conducting an antibiotic susceptibility test, and in this case we are using the Kirby-Bauer method to assess this susceptibility or resistance to different antibiotics. So we have our medium for this test, which is a Mueller-Hinton plank. We're going to use different broths of microorganisms in order to assess their resistance or susceptibility to different antibiotics. So we have our broths. We have Staphylococcus epidermidis, Pseudomonas fragi, and Escherichia coli, all in broth form. We will use sterile cotton swabs to inoculate our plates to obtain a lawn culture. And then we will apply to the plates 2 different antibiotic discs using forceps, which reminds me we should divide these plates in half. Alright, so we are going to obtain our broth culture. Using our sterile swab. Soak it in there really well. And then grab your plate, and you're going to swab the surface of the plate with the cotton swab, going over the surface of the plate. As you swab the surface of the plate, you roll the swab in your fingers to distribute the broth over the surface of the medium. And then you go back into the broth and you swab in a different direction. Go back into the broth a 3rd time. And swab in a 3rd direction. And then you run your swab around the edge of the plate. Make sure that that broth is evenly distributed. And you do the same thing with your next microorganism. Alright. So we have inoculated our 3 plates of our Mueller-Hinton agar. And now we're going to use forceps to remove an antibiotic disc from here and apply 1 to each plate. So we use our forceps to push it out onto one side and pull it out. And then, if you can see, it has the little initials there, CB100. So that is for our carbacillin. We're going to apply it to one plate, carbacillin to another plate. Carbacillin to our 3rd plate. Kind of push the disc down to make sure that it's seated onto the surface of the medium. And then our second antibiotic that we're going to test is cefixamine. And we see when we pop this disc out, it says CFX M8. So we're going to apply this to the other sector of each of our plates. Alright, and now these plates will be incubated for 37 degrees for 48 hours.